Welcome back, fellow adventurers. Today we're venturing into the heart of Middle-earth as we recap all the twists, turns, and epic moments from Season 1 of The Rings of Power. So grab your lembas bread, settle in, and let's revisit the journey that left us all hanging on the edge of our seats. And hey, if you're counting down the days until Season 2 like I am, this recap is the perfect way to fuel that anticipation. Our story begins in Valinor, the land of the gods, where Galadriel, still young and fierce, is on a relentless quest to hunt down the last remnants of Morgoth's evil. Right from the start, you can feel the weight of her mission, and it sets the tone for the entire season. This isn't the Galadriel we met in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. This Galadriel is driven, haunted, and determined to stop Sauron before he rises to power. Galadriel's obsession with finding Sauron takes her to the ends of the earth. Literally. She's leading her troops through the frozen wastes, but it's here that her unwavering resolve starts to cause friction. Her comrades are exhausted, ready to return home, but Galadriel refuses to back down. This is where we first see the tension between duty and obsession, a theme that's going to follow her throughout the season. Meanwhile, in the land of Numenor, we're introduced to one of the most visually stunning locations of the series. Numenor is a place of splendor, power, and, as we soon learn, deep-seated prejudice and fear. Here we meet Queen Regent Miriel and Elendil, whose paths are about to cross with Galadriel's in a way that will change the fate of Middle-earth forever. When Galadriel arrives in Numenor, things heat up. Her arrival is not exactly a welcome one, and the political intrigue begins. Miriel is cautious, trying to navigate the storm Galadriel brings with her. There's a sense of doom hanging over Numenor, a shadow of what's to come. And we get glimpses of the internal conflict that will eventually lead to the island's tragic fate. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Over in the Southlands, things aren't looking too great either. We're introduced to Bronwyn and her son Theo, along with the mysterious elf Arondir. The villagers are living under the constant threat of orc attacks, and as the season progresses, we see how the darkness is spreading, inch by inch, closer to these lands. Theo's discovery of a mysterious broken sword that seems to be tied to Sauron's return is a major plot point that adds a layer of dread to the unfolding events. Arondir, let's be honest, quickly became a fan favorite with his fearless bravery, and that incredible sequence of him battling orcs in the tunnels. His storyline with Bronwyn brings a bit of that classic Middle-earth romance into the mix, but it's also filled with tension and the looming threat of war. And then there's Halbrand, a character wrapped in mystery and deception. At first, he seems like just another man trying to escape his past, but as we delve deeper, it's clear he's far more important to the grander scheme of things. His dynamic with Galadriel, especially as they navigate their way back to the Southlands, becomes one of the central threads of the season. Now, let's talk about the moment we were all waiting for. The creation of the Rings of Power. This is where everything comes together, and where we finally see how Sauron's influence is woven into the very fabric of Middle-earth. Celebrimbor, the Master Smith, is seduced by the promise of greater power, and under the guidance of Halbrand, who, in a jaw-dropping reveal, is actually Sauron. He forges the rings that will eventually bring so much destruction. Galadriel's realization that Halbrand is Sauron is a punch to the gut. We see her world crumble as the truth hits her. This was the enemy she's been hunting all along, right under her nose. The final confrontation between them is intense, filled with emotion, betrayal, and the heartbreaking realization that she may have unwittingly aided in the creation of the ultimate weapon of evil. And while all this is happening, the Southlands are transformed into Mordor, the land that will become synonymous with darkness and despair. Watching the landscape literally crack and burn as it becomes the stronghold of Sauron is chilling, and it's a stark reminder that this is just the beginning. So, where does that leave us? With a fractured Middle-earth, a power-hungry Sauron on the rise, and our heroes left picking up the pieces. Galadriel, Elendil, and the others are now faced with the daunting task of preparing for the inevitable war that's to come. The season leaves us with so many questions. What will happen to Numenor? How will the other rings come into play? And can Galadriel overcome the guilt and determination that drives her? Season 1 of The Rings of Power set the stage for an epic conflict that's going to reshape Middle-earth as we know it. The stakes have never been higher, and the wait for Season 2, it's going to be tough, but I have a feeling it's going to be worth every second. So, stay tuned, my friends, because the adventure is far from over. Until next time, keep that sword sharp and your eyes on the horizon. Middle-earth needs us now more than ever.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth recaps of your favorite shows.